I realized something was wrong the moment my watch stopped ticking. At first, I didn't panic. Cheap watches die all the time. But then I checked my phone. The screen was on, battery full, signal strong, yet the time read 3:16 p.m. It didn't change, not when a full minute passed, not when I counted to 60, not when I restarted it. 3:16 p.m. Frozen. I looked around. The cafe I was sitting in felt normal, warm lights, soft music, people chatting. I stood up and walked to the counter to ask the barista the time. She smiled. Didn't blink. Did. Tea breathe. Her hand hovered midair, coffee pouring endlessly from the machine, yet never filling the cup. The liquid was suspended, like a brown ribbon hanging in the air. My heart started pounding. I turned around. Everyone was still. A man mid-laugh, mouth open. A woman lifting her cup, stopped inches from her lips. A child running, 1 foot frozen above the floor. No sound, no movement. Only me. I stepped outside. The street was locked in the same moment. Cars hung motionless. A bird was frozen mid-flight, wings stretched, eyes wide. Even the wind had stopped. Leaves hovered in the air like they'd forgotten how to fall. I checked my phone again. 3:16 p.m. I ran. I don't know how long I ran because time didn't move. My legs burned, my lungs screamed. But the sun stayed exactly where it was, half hidden behind a building, cast shadows that never shifted. That's when I saw the sign. It wasn't there before. A narrow street between two buildings I could swear never existed. At the entrance, a rusted metal board hung crookedly. Welcome, time stays here. I should have turned back. I didn't. The moment I stepped onto that street, something changed. The air felt heavier, thicker, like I was moving through water. My ears rang with a low hum, almost like a distant clock ticking but broken. Houses lined the street, old, decaying, windows boarded up. Every door shut tight, except one. It was open inside. The smell hit me first, dust, and something old, like forgotten years. The walls were covered in clocks, hundreds of them. Big ones, small ones, digital, analog, broken watches nailed like trophies, none of them moved. In the center of the room sat an old man. He looked up at me and smiled. "You're early," he said. My throat went dry. Early for what? For stopping, he replied. I backed away slowly. What is this place? He stood, joints cracking loudly in the silence. A place where time doesn't move forward. It never has. It never will. Why am I here? I asked. His smile faded. Because you noticed. He walked past me to the wall and touched one of the clocks. The second hand twitched, then froze again. Most people never realize time has stopped, he said. They get stuck in a moment, a routine, a regret. They live here forever without knowing. I shook my head. I want to leave. The old man laughed. It echoed too long. Everyone does. Suddenly, the clocks began to whisper, at first softly, then louder. Voices filled the room, overlapping, desperate. I was late. I should have said goodbye. Just one more minute. I wasn't ready. I covered my ears. Make it stop. You can't, he said calmly. These are the people who stayed too long. I noticed then faces inside the clocks, pressed against the glass, eyes wide, mouths open in silent screams. They're alive, I whispered. Not anymore, he corrected. They're moments. I ran. Out of the house. Down the street. The buildings stretched unnaturally, growing taller, leaning inward like they were watching me. Doors began opening one by one. Inside each, I saw scenes. A woman standing in a hospital room, frozen as a doctor, spoke words she didn't want to hear. A man holding a phone. A missed call glowing on the screen. A child waiting by a window, parents who never came home. All of them stuck. All of them silent. My phone vibrated. A notification. 3:16 p.m. A message appeared beneath it. You can't outrun a moment. The ground beneath my feet cracked. The street began folding into itself, looping back endlessly. No matter which way I ran, I ended up in front of the same house. The old man was waiting. You've been here a long time, he said. No, I gasped. That's impossible. He tilted his head. How would you know? I felt something cold crawl up my arm. My watch still froze, had started rusting. I looked at my hands, they were older. Veins darker, skin thinner. No, I whispered. Time doesn't move forward here, the old man said softly. But you do. The whispers grew louder. The clock screamed now. Stay, the voices begged. Don't go, there is no after. I dropped to my knees. Please, I just want one more chance. The old man knelt in front of me. His eyes were tired, ancient. So did I. He stood and opened the door behind him. Outside, I saw the cafe, the frozen moment. The barista, the coffee, the bird in the air. Go, he said. Before you stop noticing, I ran. The moment I crossed the threshold, sound crashed back into the world, the clatter of cups. Laughter, traffic, whined, my phone buzzed. 3:17 p.m. I collapsed on the sidewalk, gasping, tears streaming down my face. People stared. Someone asked if I was okay. I nodded. I was, or so I thought. That night, as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, I heard it. Tick, tick, tick. My watch had started again, but it wasn't counting forward. It was counting down. And sometimes, when the world goes quiet, when I'm completely alone, I swear time slows down, and I feel that place waiting, still, frozen, patient.
Subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.